Hello. I would like to apologise first for this being really horribly unprofessional because I don't think I'm going to edit this. My computer is being a total piece of shit at the minute, so I can't really edit without it taking hours to save. And I mean hours, it takes like 4 hours to save a 4-minute video, it's ridiculous. So until I get better, I can't speak, and that's the kind of thing I would edit out. Until I get better editing software, I'm just going to have to do it like this. So, sorry, this is going to be really long and rambly, and I'm going to try and make it concise. So, book club. The book I want you all to read is The Book of Lost Things by John Connolly. This is a signed edition, no less. And it's my favourite book because it's just brilliant. It's set in First World War period Britain, from the view of a young boy. I think he's 12, and his mum dies, which is not a spoiler by the way, because that happens right at the start. And shit goes down, basically, and it's fantasy. So if you're worried that it's going to be a boring, angsty, my mum's dead, cry book, then well, it kind of is, but it's fantasy as well. I'm going to read some of my favourite bits, which are about my favourite character, who isn't actually around for that long, called Roland. And him and another character called Raphael, who you never actually meet, were my first sort of angst ship, before I actually knew what shipping was. So I'm going to read to you some bits about Roland and Raphael. With his head upon his pack, he closed his eyes and see, this is why I edit. With his head upon his pack, he closed his eyes and instantly fell fast asleep. He did not dream, and he awoke only once before the false dawn that marked the coming of day. He opened his eyes and thought that he heard Roland speaking softly to someone. When he glanced over at the soldier, he saw that he was staring at a small silver locket. Inside was a picture of a man, younger than Roland and very handsome. It was to this image that Roland was whispering, and although David could not understand everything that was said, the word love was spoken clearly more than once. Embarrassed, David drew his blanket closer to his head to block out the words until he fell asleep again. My heart. Oh my god, I don't know which one of these is first. Okay, this one. I got it. I got this. The Crooked Man is basically the bad guy in this book, and that's him there on the cover. And he sucks. The Crooked Man grinned unpleasantly. Is that what he told you? Tut tut. Have you seen the picture he carries in his locket? Raphael, isn't that the man that... Raphael, isn't that the name of the one whom he seeks? Such a nice name for a young man. They were very close, you know. Ooh, very close. Basically, he's like, lol, he's a pervert and a gay. Like I said, this is set in First World War period Britain, so homophobia, you know. Okay. This makes me feel quite sad. David was being dragged along on a quest for a man whom he'd never met, a man for whom only Roland had feelings, and those feelings, if the Crooked Man was to be believed, were not natural. There were names for men like Roland where David came from. They were amongst the worst names that a man could be called. David had always been warned to keep away from such people, and now here he was, keeping company with one of them in a strange land. Roland. Baby. But yes, it is an amazing book, and please read it and enjoy it. Bye.